Looking at income inequality as a problem in the country, it came up several times during the shareholder meeting today. What responsibility do you think Berkshire Hathaway has as a corporation, particularly in regards to Clayton Homes, a company that makes its business from selling manufactured housing to a lot of low-income Americans? Many
well, thank
don't
God
have.
it does.
Right.
Of course we want low-income Americans to have more homes than they would otherwise have. And Clayton's a great facilitator of that. I think the criticism of Clayton was totally misguided and unfair. I think it's a very honorable place that helps a lot of poor Americans with poor credit ratings get houses, and 97% of them end up with the houses. 3% get foreclosed. What would you expect when you loan a lot of poor people with bad credit ratings? That's a fabulous success record of lending to people and having the mortgages paid back.
Was there anything in the report that you felt was something that resonated with you that did seem accurate and that is something that maybe Clayton could improve upon?
I didn't read the thing in detail, but of course I know Clayton. Mm-hmm. And it's a very responsible place. In the great mortgage crunch, all the other people in the manufactured housing business went broke because they did terrible things: lousy credit, lousy mortgages, misleading financings. And Clayton, who had always demanded a pretty good high credit quality of its customers, sailed through that successfully. It's a much more admirable place than any of the other manufactured housing. That's why it survived. And here it is, it's loaning an average loan of $40,000 and average interest rate of 8% and 97% success rate, and having people pay off their loans and own their houses. And of course they're paying way lower prices than is normal. No, I regard Clayton a great success in helping its customers, and I think it treats them very fairly, and I think the people that got up in arms about this were wrong. I have no doubt that there's somebody somewhere that's cheated some poor person, but no, I thought the criticism was totally unfair and irresponsible.
Do you feel that the large banks that Berkshire invests in are doing a responsible job now with regards to credit underwriting, lending standards? You did mention that you thought maybe some banks are still risky.
Every bank in the world is behaving perfectly all the time.
But with the ones you own, things like Wells Fargo, U.S. Bancorp,
well, Wells
M&T.
Fargo behaves better than the average big bank, but nobody's perfect. There are going to be episodes of trouble.